All right, well, I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. I know it's a busy time of the year. There's lots of programs and finals and all that going on, so thank you for taking the time to be here tonight. So we're super excited to play our songs for you that we've been working on this year. They've done a fantastic job, and I can't wait for you to hear them. So I just have a few announcements before we start. And guys, you're going to want to listen to this. So Gregory and Andrew are not here yet, so we're going to put them after Lily tonight. So before Zoe plays, hopefully we'll have Gregory and Andrew, so we'll just skip over them in our program. And we are not taking our music up there, and we're doing our best bow when we finish. And then we have a guest with us here tonight, so I just wanted to mention her. A lot of these students here have done something called Kinder Music, and Miss Ginger has invested in these kids from when they were little, and so we have 2 seniors here tonight, and so we especially wanted to invite her tonight so she could see how, when she was investing in them when they were babies and toddlers, how they've come full circle, and what kind of beautiful music that they're making now. So I want Tyler and I want Zoe to stand up. But then anyone else who took Kinder Music with Miss Ginger or Music Garden, would you stand up over here? Because there's several more. Yeah, there's quite a few more, and there's 2 that are not even here. So these are all students that she has had, and so they have been a blessing to me. Thank you, guys. So we are playing many of our songs tonight in honor of Miss Ginger. So I'd like to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to open with a word of prayer, and then we will get going with our program. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you that we could all gather here tonight and that we could share with each other and share with you the beautiful music that they have learned. And God, we thank you for their talents and the gifts that you've given to them. And we especially thank you for their hard work that they have put in to learn their music. And we thank you for their parents who have taken the time to support them and encourage them in learning the beautiful gift of music. So God, we are just here to celebrate tonight and enjoy this past year of beautiful music making. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so I had one student who wanted to play at a certain time in the program, and he begged me. I'm like, guys, we can't pick where we play in the program. But I finally gave in. And so, Beckett, you're first. You wanted to be first before everyone else played. So I love his confidence. So would you welcome Beckett Frame as he comes to start our program? Well, didn't they all do a great job tonight? Yes, I couldn't be more proud of them, and I know that you're proud of them too. Our program was a little bit longer tonight, but we just had a lot of really good kids tonight, so we just wanted to show them off. So we are to the point in the program where we give them all their awards that they've earned all this year. So if Miss Charlotte and Miss Lily could come on up, and we will start going through our contest that we did this year and the many awards that they won throughout the year. So when I call your name, if you could come up here on the stage. So I wanted to start with Ezra. Ezra, I want you to come on up here. It's your first full year of piano, and so he has done a great job since he started. So let's give him a round of applause for just getting started and doing so well. All right, and then I just want to mention some of the different things we were involved in this year. So first was our Christmas Clavinova Festival, and if you would just stand where you are, you don't have to come up on the stage. Andrew Besanoff, Gregory Besanoff, just stand where you are. Andrew Blair, Tyler Blair, Katie Corey, Amelia Curry, Mila Kuriakos, Neva Lopez, Devin Matthew, and Charlotte, you can wave. So they were all a part of the ensembles that we did. And then Andrew and Tyler can remain standing, and Katie can remain standing, and Jude, if you would stand up. These guys did solos at our Christmas Clavinova, and they did awesome as well. All right, and then we were at St. Anne's for our Christmas recital, and we all have a great time with that, sharing with the residents of St. Anne's some Christmas music. The Hymn Fest happens in January. So if these students would come up to the stage, we have certificates. Briar Christensen, Owen Christensen, and we're going to make a line across the stage here. So you'll get your certificate and then get in a line. Katie Corey, Amelia Curry, Lily Curry, Beckett Frame, Anna Grace, who is not here, Zoe Holmes, Neva Lopez, and Idara Mbride. If you guys would all come up here, and they went to Village, yeah. And we played in the district Hymn Fest. They actually also have a state Hymn Fest, so you guys remain up here. So these students went on and also received recognition at the state Hymn Fest, which was at OBU in Shawnee, and that is Idara Imbride. So she also has another certificate from that. And then Katie Corey, she had special recognition in the hymn playing category. So they picked someone in each of the different levels that did a great job, and they performed on the recital that they had at the end of the State Hymn Fest. So Katie was honored at that, so we're proud of the good work that she and all of these students did. So let's give them one more round of applause. All right, and then we go on to district, which we have a theory test that goes along with that, and that is the students' favorite part. I don't know why, but it's just one of their favorite things that they do the whole time. So I'm like, okay, guys, we just have to do it. All right, and so we have some ribbons up here for you. So for our red ribbons, we have Andrew Blair, Briar Christensen, you guys are gonna get your exercise, Cora Hamilton, Neva Lopez, Charlotte Nelson. So these students all received red ribbons for their theory scores. And the theory tests are not easy. They are not easy. We have to prepare all year long for them. So I'm proud of these students. Receiving a blue ribbon, we had Andrew Besanoff, Gregory Besanoff, Tyler Blair, Owen Christensen, Katie Corey, Amelia Curry, Lily Curry, Madeline Habibnia, Zoe Holmes, Ezra Edukula, Kate Kusel, sorry Kate, Kusel, Devin Matthew, Jude Matthew, Charlotte Nelson, and Navy White. So we're gonna have a long line. So can you guys scooch on down? Andrew, you're gonna have to go way down all the way to the end, I think. I know the ribbons are getting twisted there. You can just call out their names. All right, so while they're finishing that, we have a few more, and then I'm going to have you guys stay up here while we do our district awards, okay? So you won't have to come back up. So we also had some students who made a perfect score of 100 on their theory test, and so that is very difficult to do. And so I told the students that we're going to have a pot of gold like we did last time. So every student who gets a 100 gets to share in that pot of gold. Well, last year I had no takers. I didn't have anyone who got a 100. But this year I had several. So they know they won, but they don't know how many people are in this group. So they have no idea how much money they're winning. So first I'd like Mila Kuriakos to come up here. She got a 100 on her theory test. And Idara Imbride, she also received a 100 on her test. And Landon Tidwell received a 100 on his test. So we had 3 winners of the pot of gold this year. So they did a great job. Let's give these guys a round of applause. So they also have their prize money. So there's your prize. There's your prize. Idara, there's your prize. All right, so I'm going to let these guys just stay up here for right now. So we're going to start with our district awards, and these students received a white medal at district, and that is Andrew Besanov, if you guys would kind of just come back this way or help them, and Katie Brakefield, if you would come on up here. She's down there, so she also received a white medal. These students received a 1 at district, and they received a red medal. And that is Tyler Blair. You guys can just come back here and grab it. Lily Curry, Cora Hamilton, Mila Kuriakos, Kate Kusel, Devin Matthew, and Charlotte Nelson. So you guys need to put those on, for pictures. All right, and then we have our 1+ at district. They have the blue medals. That is Gregory Besanov, Andrew Blair, Briar Christensen, Owen Christensen, Katie Corey, Amelia Curry, Madeline Habibnia, Zoe Holmes, Ezra Idikula, Neva Lopez, Idara Imbride, Jude Matthew, Landon Tidwell, and Navy White. As you can see, they did very well when they went to district this year. I was super proud of them. So congratulations. Yeah, we'll get everyone up here so we can get a picture if parents would like to get a picture. All right, congratulations, guys. Awesome. Okay, you guys can go on down. Katie, if you want to lead them off that way. And some of you guys can go this way. Go ahead and go on down. Okay, next we're going to go to our guild certificates, and these students work very hard. They have to do more than 1 song like they do at district and state. So we only had a few this year, and some students did it for the very first time. They did the district level, which was 4 to 6 songs that they memorized, and that is Andrew Besanov and Gregory Besanov. So if they would come up here and get their guild certificates, they've already received some pins from their performances. And go ahead and stay up here, guys. And then for our national, which was 10 songs. 10 songs is a lot of songs to know. These guys can sit down and play them at any time. So that is Andrew Blair, Tyler Blair, and Idara Imbride. Come up and get your guild certificate. Yep, stand right here. Picture. All right, good job, guys. Thank you. Okay, next we're moving on to our Comta Festival. So we play in the Comta Festival to help us get ready for state. And so these students all played and did a fantastic job at the Comta Festival. So we have their ribbons for them. Amelia Curry, Lily Curry, Madeline Habibnia, Cora Hamilton, Neva Lopez, Idara Imbride, Charlotte Nelson, and Landon Tidwell. Come on up here. I was at an auction a couple weeks ago, and I thought, that guy talks so fast. I don't know how he does that. But when I start reading these names off, I'm like, I'm kind of fast at this. stand. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Charlotte, you're not even out there. Lily, you're not out. And Lily, too. You guys got to go out there when it's your turn, too. There, now the parents can get a picture. All right, thank you, guys. Come on down. All right, we only have a couple more to go. So we have our state awards. You can see all these lovely trophies that we have up here and medals. And I tell the students, it's not about getting a trophy. We out of them, and it's not a comparison. So it doesn't matter if you get a 1 plus or a 1 or a 1 minus as long as you did your best. So if you would come up here when we call your name. So Andrew Besanov, come up here and get, you probably have to bring your medal with you because you had it back there with you. Katie Corey, and she also was merit, so she has a plaque. And Idar Embride, she received a 1 minus and got a plaque. For a 1, Andrew Blair, and he was merit. Amelia Curry, Lily Curry, Cora Hamilton, and Neva Lopez. Okay, and for our 1 plus, we have Gregory Besanov, Tyler Blair, Katie Breakfield, Briar Christensen, Owen Christensen, Madeline Habibnia, Zoe Holmes, Ezra Edukula, Kate Kuzel, Mila Kurdiakos, Devin Matthew, Jude Matthew, Charlotte Nelson, Landon Tidwell, and Navy White. Pretty much everybody. I want my seniors to come stand back here. Landon and Zoe. Landon and Zoe, I want you to come back here. All right, can we scooch on down, guys? Yeah, Charlotte, go out there. Lily, go out there. All right, congratulations to our state winners this year. Great job, guys. All right, and thank you. You can go back to your seats. Next, I would like to pass out the musicianship awards. These are for students who go the extra mile, and there's 10 things that they have to complete, such as attending concerts, doing sight reading. They have to memorize 8 pages of music, so it's a big deal, and we're just trying to encourage them to become a well-rounded musician. So this year for our trophies, we have Andrew Blair, Tyler Blair, go ahead and get yours, Tyler, and you can go out there, Zoe Holmes, Zoe too. Idara Embride and Charlotte Nelson all received the trophy. I want you guys to go out there for it now. And then for our medals, which they did 8 to 9 of the things that were asked, that was Andrew Besanov, Gregory Besanov, and Madeline Habibnia. You guys would come on down here. All right, as you can see, these guys have worked really hard this year, done a lot of really great things. So, super proud of them. All right, thank you, guys. All right. So I just want to mention we have several students going to Camp Keyboard. They don't need to come up here, but we have Andrew Besanov, Andrew Blair, Neva Lopez, and Idara Embridi that will be going to Camp Keyboard this summer, so we're excited about that. And then I just want to do our senior awards here. I have 3 seniors this year, and I don't think I've ever had 3 in the same year. So I'm kind of sad about, I'm going to be missing them. And I can't talk about it too much. And then I have ones coming up after that. So yes, I need all my seniors up here. So we have their trophies. Each one of them received a 1 plus at state. So they have their trophy and they have their merit. They also all received 3 plaques. And we'll just show you one. So this is the Clarence Berg Award, and so they get this for playing all 4 years in high school. At state, there's another one, the Breckenridge Award, when they play a song from each of the different time periods, and they also all received a theory award for scoring high on their theory tests all 4 years. So you guys, it's going to be hard to carry all this home, but go ahead and grab your stack. Let your parents get a picture right there. They have worked long time to get all of these plaques. I don't even know if you can hold it all. That's pretty good. Okay, you have to turn that way though, Tyler. Yes, they have worked hard. They've done awesome all these years. Thank you, guys. Okay, why don't you set that right here? And I have something for each one of you just from me, so we'll just add that to your stack. But I have asked them to just say something very quickly, a couple minutes, about what music means to them, because they're the ones that have gone the whole way. They have made it all the way through. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. And they are an inspiration to me. And I know that they're an inspiration to you, all of you who have watched them grow up. And to these younger students, I want you guys to listen to these guys. I want you to really listen to them because they put in the hard work. And I want you to hear what they have to say about what music means to them. So we're going to start with Miss Zoe. She's going to go first.
When Mrs. Green told me a week ago that I would be giving a speech, I thought, oh dear, I'm at a disadvantage because this is a piano lesson, not a speech lesson. But anyway, the topic is what music means to me, and that is something that is near and dear to my heart. So two things came to mind, and that is that music is a reminder both of the existence of God and the goodness of God to me. Because music, like your eye or your brain, is far too intricate or complex to be a result of a chance process like evolution, and beauty, which is inherent in music, cannot be a product of a mindless universe, but instead it points to the existence of a God himself uncreated who loves beauty and goodness. And this God is the same one who came to earth as the person of Jesus Christ, who allowed himself to be put to death to pay the debt of humanity's rebellion against him. Because Jesus did this, anyone who looks to him for forgiveness can receive forgiveness and live a new and abundant life. As Romans 6:4 says, just as Christ was raised from the dead through the glory of the Father, we too may live a new life. And so music is just one natural reminder of the existence and goodness of God. So believing that he is its inventor and that it is created to glorify him, it is my joy to use the gift of music to reflect his love for beauty and goodness. And now to the students, to those out there who might consider music, or at least daily practicing, more of a drudgery than a joy, I get it. I've been there, sitting on the piano bench, trying to think of something else to play, wishing the seconds would tick by just a little bit faster. But thanks in large part to my mother, I did not quit when I wanted to, the many times that I wanted to. And I can tell you now with confidence that you will be grateful and happy for continuing to study piano as long as you are able. Music is an incomparable gift that reminds us of God's existence and goodness. And the piano students here have been given an extra special gift by being allowed to have Mrs. Wendy Green as their piano teacher. You will not regret continuing piano as long as you are able. So please keep going. It's worth it. Thank you.
At first, it was difficult to think of what music meant to me, but then I realized that music is such an integral part of me that I could not separate it from the rest. From the time I was a baby, going to kinder music with Miss Ginger, through my last lesson with Miss Wendy, music has helped me become the person I am today. It's been a constant throughout the years, through good times, bad times, and all the other times in between. It's been a way to have fun, celebrate, express my emotions, and sometimes escape the busyness of life. Music has been an incredible creative outlet for me, and I love that I've learned a lifelong skill. I really appreciate the people who have spent countless hours helping me and teach me along the way, including Miss Ginger, Miss Terry, Miss Wendy, and my amazing mother. Through their support, music has given me critical skills such as perseverance, persistence, paying attention to details, and working hard. In duets or ensembles, music has been fun to play and connect with others through a shared musical interest. Playing music at times is frustrating, but it is all worth it in the end, and in the end when you can play your piece just how you like.
I'm going to try not to talk for a while because I'm really good at talking. Okay, so whenever Miss Green asked me to speak about what music meant to me, there were a lot of things that came to mind, and I think, all of us can think what music means to us. It's good for our soul. I mean, it brings out emotions. It's good for making us calm, making us angry, or whatever emotion you would like. It's a good way to connect with other people, and music just means a lot of things. I think that all of us can agree on that. But one thing that I really that I thought would be cool to talk about was just from the musician's perspective, what does music mean to me? And whenever I was thinking about kind of what does it look like from the musician side, the biggest thing that came to mind was patience. Because throughout the last 12 years or so that I've been learning how to play the piano, I have very quickly learned that learning a skill, and many skills, but especially the piano, I would say, takes a lot of patience. There were many times where I wanted to quit. There are many times where I thought that I was not good enough. There are many times where I would make one mistake and I thought the piano was never going to be ever something that I ever wanted to do ever in my life again. But I quickly learned that, sleep on it. Tomorrow's a new day, and that you just have to keep going. And so I think this sense of patience that it's given me from not only like performing in recitals, practicing, playing for different contests, I think it's taken me a long way. It's not just piano, but it's going to extend to other aspects of my life. This year for my senior project, I began teaching piano lessons to a few kids that I know, and it was really interesting to be able to put myself in the shoes and to be able to see somebody starting from scratch again, because it had been so long since I had started, that being able to see them struggle and see them want to give up and see them want to quit was really humbling for me, and thinking, okay, I was there once, but look how far I've come, and look how far they can come as well. So with that, I also wanted to give some advice to our students here. I have two things. So one, obviously, as I just said, learn to be patient with yourself, because there are going to be times where you make a mistake and you're like, this is it, I'm done, I'm never playing again, ever again. And you just have to keep going. You have to keep pushing through, and don't throw away that opportunity that you have here. I mean, we have this amazing piano teacher. I could not ask for anybody better. So don't throw away the opportunity. Keep going, keep pushing, and just don't give up. I mean, again, like I said, there's many times where my patience ran dry, and just embrace the mistakes, embrace the discomfort, and just keep becoming a talented musician. So that's what music means to me, and a little advice to go with it. But I also wanted to just say, finally, thank you to Miss Green. I think I can speak on behalf of all of us that she is just an amazing, wonderful teacher. She is one of the most hardworking, loving, caring people that I know, and I'm very blessed that God placed her in my life and that she could be my teacher. Thank you.
All right, I love these guys, and I'm definitely going to miss seeing them. Tyler is staying on, so you can play the piano after high school. I'm just saying, it's a thing. All right, I want to let you guys out of here. We've had a long night, but you guys are amazing. I appreciate the parents so much and all your support. It's been a great year. I'm looking forward to another one. I just want to thank Kevin in the back for running our sound for us and doing everything on our stage. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you to the church for letting us come, and thank you all for coming tonight. You are appreciated. I love teaching your kids, and I love your families. Have a good night. Thank you.